Hey guys, how y'all doing? Alright, so check this out, man. I'm gonna be a little bit, more nicer. Little, try to curse less on this one, but I'm still gonna bring it to you raw. I still gotta give it to you raw, Soldier Slim style. I still gotta do that, alright? Cause this shit I don't play with, alright, man? So check this out. And I'm already cursing. Anyway, check this out. There was a cosplayer, a black female cosplayer by the name of Squid Kid. And if you don't know what a cosplayer is, usually a cosplayer is someone that likes dressing up as different anime characters. You know, the anime characters in these shows look outrageous, they look colorful, all that stuff. You know, you got cosplayers that dresses a character from a show, basically. She recently has taken drastic measures and she unalived herself. Why did she unalive herself? Well, because of all the racist hate she was getting. Let me give you more context. Watch this clip here.
Unfortunately, whenever I cosplay Momo Ayase, I do get a lot of racism. I don't know, they all use the same jokes, and it's like, it's getting a little old, but they will do the same thing, you know. And especially my last video where I just say, it was just filled with racism the whole time. I was like, dang, like, it was crazy.
And this is why we need to support black cosplayers. Ashley had taken a photo shoot with an Instagram photographer. He had posted the photo of her on Instagram. And unfortunately, people left racist comments under her photo, and the owner had liked one of the comments. Here is his account and statement. Racism is very normalized, and this has cost another precious life. It's not uncommon to see people say racist things to black cosplayers, sadly. Racist anime lovers are so stupid. Anime isn't based off of white people. Most anime characters are Asian. Cosplay can be done by anyone. Skin color shouldn't matter at all. It's literally a cartoon. Please, go take a shower and touch grass. The jokes are getting old.
Now, sadly, R.I.P. her, rest in peace her, but let me tell you something, man. Boy, there's a lot to unpack here, man. A lot to unpack. So, first of all, the septum piercing, all right? The septum piercing, Jesus Christ, undefeated, all right? Anyway, I'm not trying to go after this poor girl. Do not bully or harass anyone in this video. Not trying to throw smut on her name, but it's just like, that septum piercing shows, it blocks a certain part of your brain. You know, it just shows that you don't get it. She's talking about, I'm getting every time I dress up as a certain character, I get a whole lot of racist comments, and then she says, I don't know. When a black person says they get any sort of racist anything, when they're looking at a racist situation, when they're enduring racism, and they say, I don't know, that's a giant red flag. You should know. It's actually your job to know if you want to protect yourself. It's your job. You should be the main one being able to dissect and identify and knowing how to handle white supremacy whenever you encounter it. Let me tell you something. That guy that she met, took a picture with her, posted it, was liking the racist comments. It was a white dude. More than likely, it was a white dude. 100%. See, that hurt her so much, right? Because that girl was so ingratiated in white. She wanted to ingratiate herself in whiteness so much. All right? When you're sitting there wearing, especially you're a black person, you're sitting there wearing colored contacts, wearing fake white girl hair. And I'm gonna get on that shit that person said talking about Japanese is not Japanese. The anime isn't based off of white people. I'm gonna get on that in a second. But when you're talking about, oh, I'm cosplaying, and you're just basically cosplaying white characters, and that's it. There are some black characters you can cosplay. Hell, I don't like Steven Universe. You can cosplay as Garnet. There are plenty of black superheroes you can cosplay. But no, you go out of your way because you need to cosplay anime. I know she could have just liked it. I know, but there's a reason that she likes it. There's a reason that she likes anime to the point that she feels like she needs to dress and try to look as the white characters. And now to get on that other shit. That person at the end of the video that made that TikTok talking about some, oh, it's not based off of white people. Man, the Asians worship white people. The Asians try their fucking best. They get all sorts of surgery. Come on, man. This is that shit. This is that insulting of trying to insult your intelligence shit, man. The Asians love trying to look like white people. Mainly the Koreans and the Japanese. The Chinese, they try to do that. They kind of be chilling. Anyway, it's mainly the Koreans and the Japanese trying their fucking damnedest to look like white people. Look at the stats of the Asian women that they would throw themselves at white men. They'd be giving their own men the cold shoulder for white men. Like, look at the stats. Look at the mirrors. I might put them up on the fucking screen. But man, look. These people on TikTok are just so fucking oblivious. They don't actually want to address the system of white supremacy. They don't actually want to dissect this shit. They haven't been studying that shit because most of them that be making them videos talking about some, oh, the cosplay community needs to not have so much racism. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. Do you know how many smelly, grubby, disgusting white boys can't go a day in their life without looking at their 12-year-old anime girlfriend on their phone? Do you know? Come on, man. Anime has basically been designated for the retards, to be honest with you. The fat, ugly, unattractive, can't get a bitch retards. And I know I'm cussing a lot. I'm gonna try to dial it down, but it's real, bro. This is why so many people look at anime and they're just like, anime's for losers. The only reason people have stopped like talking about that so much is because black people made it cool. Black people came in, we made that shit more swaggy. We made watching anime more cool. And then they want to turn around and what's it called? They want to turn around and make all these terms and shit talking about some hood weebs. Yeah, I gotta find that. I gotta find that other fucking video, man. This was a video I was gonna cover, reacting to this bitch ass white boy talking about some hood what a hood weeb is. Basically, it was trying to say that black people that watch anime. See, these white boys are they're so pathetic. They tried to, at first it was trying to corner and make it so gaming was just for them, right? They had Pac-Man and all that shit. They tried to make it so gaming was just for them. There's a reason why Modern Warfare 2 had so many N-words thrown around. White boys, like they still do that shit to this day. There's so much racism in gaming and all that. And then it moved on to anime. Now, at first it was gaming, but we're not even gonna do it Modern Warfare. If we're talking about game, we're talking about Pac-Man, the arcade days. But then we're talking about the internet in general. Man, the internet has always been racist. Always been racist, man. You kidding me? The internet has always had racism. And now we moved on to anime. Motherfuckers stay on black people's tip. No matter what, if they see a black person taking interest in anything, they always want to be on tip. Always got some shit to say. But anyway, I've been ranting on and on. Let's watch this video about this black nerd and his take on the whole situation. Let's go over here.
A black cosplayer is no longer with us in no small part due to racism and discrimination. And I'm seeing a lot of people say that their story is an example of why we need inclusion in the nerd community. When actually, I think it's a reminder that we should be excluding racists and bullies. We know why Genshin Impact doesn't have any dark-skinned characters. We know why Hololive doesn't have any dark-skinned VTubers. But the average non-black nerd ignores that because it makes them uncomfortable. But when racism runs rampant, and you remain silent, these are the types of tragedies that are enabled. You can leave kind comments on every Storm and Canary cosplay you see, but that doesn't matter when you don't check your friend in the group chat calling people monkeys. This shouldn't have happened And it's on all of us to make sure that it doesn't happen again by establishing the boundary that there is no coexistence between racism and community. If you want your fandom to be kinder, you need to tell the racist people to go somewhere.
Now, I understand and get the spirit of what he's saying. He was really speaking facts, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Black people especially should put their foot down, most certainly, when it comes to racism, white supremacy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But there's a whole lot of brainwashing that has been done in our community. And at first, you can mainly blame white supremacy on it, but in this day and age with all the information that's gone around, if you don't understand and see what climate you were in, you only have yourself to blame. You see these stories about black women being treated like shit when they're all pregnant, they're trying to get help at the hospital and the hospital just shuns them away. You see these multiple stories about black people just coming up, hanging from trees, and they want to act like and bro that, oh, it's a suicide. Black people don't fucking kill themselves and hang themselves from trees. They don't do that. They know that we don't do that either. It's all bullshit. We still live in a very, very racist system that hates us to the core of its very being. And yet you still got cosplaying, self-hating Negroes over here surprised when their neckbeard friends, their monster drinking neckbeard white friends over here mad that you're dressing as a character that's supposed to be a white-skinned character, right? Like, it makes no sense. How much can you hate yourself? And another thing he said that was absolute facts. Now, he said, we all know why Genshin Impact, all the animes, why they love making all their characters white, why they sparingly use black characters. And hey, you know what? If black people want to see black anime characters, the Boondocks came out in 2006. All that took was some black people coming together. I don't even like Adult Swim. I think Adult Swim was spending, that was a show that Adult Swim spent the most money on, like, ever. So they broke, you know, it cost a bag, but it's possible to do that. There are plenty of black animators, but here's the thing: black people cannot come together. We're always they fragmented us into so many different fucking things. You got Negroes worried about the LGBTQ community. You got Negroes worried about Republican versus Democrat. You got Negroes worried about a whole plethora of dumbass shit. So they want to, and the main thing is not wanting to step on white folks' toes. That's why there will never be another Boondocks. Despite the creator of the Boondocks actually being kind of a coon, marrying that Asian chick. And then you go back, look at his interviews, all that. Yeah. And sometimes the Boondocks would miss the mark for sure. But the Boondocks was needed in the black community. We got Afro Samurai. We got the Boondocks. There's probably like maybe one more. Black Dynamite was... when I was a kid and Black Dynamite came out, I expected that to be another Boondocks. I don't know why I did. It was kind of funny, but it was just not... It wasn't speaking on no type of shit. It really wasn't. It was more focused on comedy. And hey, whatever. You know, it doesn't have to be all super focused on, you know, talking about the hypocrisy and the crimes that white people have done to black people throughout this country, even though that's very much so needed. But hey, you know what? It doesn't have to be about that. It can be some stupid ass isekai, you know, some shit like that. Why don't we get a black studio? You know, we got all these NBA players, these NFL players, these black NFL players. Why don't they want to band together and create something like that? We got all these rappers, all these black entrepreneurs. Why don't we want to band together and make something like that? Just so we can have a control in narrative and control in culture, right? Why do you have something like that? I can't even say they won't allow it. I can't even say that it's because of racism, white supremacy. I can't say that. There is no reason why niggas can't come together and create and keep something going. We're always fighting over some dumbass shit, always falling for the same old dumbass stuff. Gender wars, politics, you know, you already know, the regular. But here's another clip over here that, okay, now this is kind of gonna seem kind of mean. All right, this clip I'm about to show you is gonna be kind of mean, but this is one clip that really got me like, okay, I gotta make a video about this real quick, because this guy, as brutal as he sounds, he was speaking facts.
It's kind of a running joke. I think we all know that black anime girls are some of the biggest coons that have ever existed. So, I mean, this person who worships them and ended up getting bullied by them so badly that she herself, I'm sorry, I just don't have any sympathy. I couldn't care less, honestly. I don't think any black person should have sympathy for coons when they get exactly what they deserve. Like, you want to be a part of their thing so badly? Fine, who cares? I'm glad there's a large number of people who agree with what I'm saying, because, I mean, black people need to stop having sympathy, again, for, like, traitors. Like, let them get exactly what they deserve, and let them sort of wallow in their own sorrow when it comes.
Now, that last image was wild, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think she's in hell. Fuck. But, yeah, more than likely she was cooning it up, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, when you're sitting there putting colored contacts in your eyes, trying to wear like your hair like a white woman's, let alone a fucking white cartoon character, there's a big chance you're a coon. And you know what? Do what you want, but it's like, I understand why he's not giving sympathy for something like that. Or maybe I'm wrong. Let me wrap this video up. Yeah, I'm going.